All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So I've got 4 exercises to show you today. 2 of them are kind of combination new exercises, and then 1 of them is on the stability ball as an option for another exercise. Okay, so the first one we have is an alternating dumbbell lunge, curl, and press. So I'm going to take 1 dumbbell. I'm going to start with a lunge. Got it in my right hand. Switch for the camera view. I have it in my right hand. I'm going to step with my left leg. So I'm going to lunge first. I'm going to curl. I'm going to press while I'm down. All the way back together. Switch hands. Opposite leg. Lunge, curl, press, and switch. Lunge, curl, press, switch, lunge, curl, press, and switch. So the main thing I want you to notice, 2 things. You're alternating sides every time. So you have a 60-second interval. You are not overhead pressing both arms the whole time. So by alternating, we should get a little bit of workout on each shoulder on the overhead press without completely exhausting the shoulders. The second thing that I want you to notice is that the entire curl, press, and back down happen before you stand back up. What I don't want it to turn into, this happens a lot, I don't want it to turn into that. You got to make sure that you finish your curl and arm back to the floor before you step back. It will help you with your balance. Most importantly, it'll help you not use momentum to move yourself backwards. All right, guys. The next move, we have walkouts or stability ball rollouts. Some of us have a stability ball already, so I'm going to start putting stability ball exercises in there. If you have a stability ball, I want you to use the stability ball exercises. Get some more variety. If you don't, but plan on getting one, great, you have these to look forward to. If you don't have one and don't plan on getting one, don't worry about it. So if you are not using a stability ball, we have just our normal walkout, but no push-up. So it's going to be walk out, plank, walk back. Same as we normally do. If you do have a stability ball, we're taking our rollouts. So on our rollouts, we're down on our knees. Forearms are going to be on the ball. Anytime you have your forearms on the ball, you always want to focus on pressing the ball away from your face. What happens a lot on these is this prayer style position. And the problem with this is I'm not really working anymore. I'm just kind of leaning forward and the ball is holding me. But if you press the ball away through your arms, you will immediately feel your core start kicking in. So let's scoot back a little bit. On our rollout, starting position, we got our knees on the ground, feet on the ground or up, totally up to you, but the hips extended forward. So I'm not arched, but I'm not in a pike. It's really important that the hips stay open so you have that straight line to the knees the whole time. So the actual rollout, abs in strong, I'm going to roll my elbows away from me as far as I can, trying to flatten out my body, and I'm going to pull them just underneath my shoulders. And remember the hands pressing away from the face. So roll it out, squeeze them back in. Roll it out, squeeze it back in. What you will find your body wanting to do, and I'm going to turn sideways. What you're going to find your body wanting to do on the way back is this. The hips want to come back because it is way easier to pull back from the hips than it is to use the core to close the shoulders. So really focus on the only thing moving on this exercise are your shoulders. They open, they close. They open, they close, but nothing through the middle of your body is going to move. All right, guys. So the next one on here are our heavy deadlifts with a heel raise. So we've all done the deadlifts before. My goal is for you to go as heavy as you can. So if you do have something like a suitcase that you can load up a little bit, that would be great. Something that actually does challenge you a little bit would be nice. But both feet are on the ground. I'm gonna turn sideways. Abs nice and tight. We got a little bit of a bend in those knees, so never locked out. Slight bend or a soft bend in the knees. Arms are gonna be out in front. We're gonna trace the arms down the front of the legs as you stick your bottom out behind you. Goal is looking for that flat back, 90-ish degree angle. Then from here, we're gonna stand up nice and tall, squeezing the glutes in at the top. We're gonna go up on those toes, lifting the heels into the air. And then we'll repeat, straight leg deadlift, back to the top, press through the toes, back down. Really important that your goal is control on that heel raise. A lot of times what happens is we stand, we lift up on the toes, the hips fly forward, we rock back into the next one. So now all I'm doing is working a little bit of momentum, and I'm not actually focusing on the balance and the control. Okay, so nice and slow. Keep everything squeezed nice and tight. If you keep your inner thighs squeezed tight, as you watch something on the floor, it'll make that heel raise balance a lot easier. That one is a timed exercise, 60 seconds. So take your time on it and really focus on nice, strong movements. Last one on our list is a dumbbell rockstar plank to row. So this is another combination exercises. You'll notice these a lot more coming up. Scoot yourself back. So on this exercise, you only need one dumbbell. We're going to be alternating sides. We're gonna do a rockstar plank first without moving the feet. So only the upper body is rock starring, for lack of a better word. So I'm gonna start in that plank position. Again, since I'm rowing, my feet are gonna be a little bit wider than my hips. I'm gonna rock star first. All that's gonna mean is I'm gonna lift one arm, rotate my hips so that my feet are flat on the sides, reach to the sky. When I come back, my hand's gonna go directly to my dumbbell, and I'm gonna row. Then switch, rock star, hand to dumbbell, and row. So the main reason we've combined the rock star and the row is because plank row is one of the more challenging plank plus rowing exercises that we can do, and it's hard to get stronger on these without getting a little bit stronger through the core and the shoulders individually first. So by doing a rock star between our rows, we're increasing the amount of time that we are on the shoulders and that we're using all of those supporting muscle groups without just constantly rowing. So really focus on trying to stay up for the full 60 seconds. If you do need to take a break when you're in the middle of this, what I want you to do is keep the rock star on your feet. But if you need to, drop one knee for that row. It's going to take a little bit of pressure off of that row, give you a little bit of a break, but still force you to stay in those controlled positions. All right, guys, hope you have a great workout. I look forward to hearing how things are going. See you later.